two English words that Japanese people often get confused with are shadow and shade. They're very similar, but very different. So let's take a look at them. Now you can clearly see my shadow. It's my shape. The sun is behind me and it's creating an image of me, the shape of a man, the shape of me. We can also see the shape of the tree in front of us. So that's a shadow as well. We can see the shape. So that means it's a shadow. Now I'm walking through the trees. Sometimes there's sun touching me. Sometimes I'm protected by the trees. The trees are providing me with shade. So now I'm in the shade. There's no sun. I don't see the shape of the tree, just the tree is blocking the sun, giving a space where it's not so bright and a little bit cooler. If I start to walk again, then I come into a sunnier place. So now there's lots of sun, not so much shade. So shade is created by trees or sometimes buildings, and it protects an area. So it's an area that's not so dark and not so hot. So that's shade. But when we see the shape of the thing, that's a shadow. So that's the difference between shade and shadow. But there's another meaning for shade. If we look here, I have 3 pens. This is a green pen. This is also a green pen. We have 1 more green pen. 3 green pens. But each color is different. Bright green, dark green. So in British English, we call this British racing green, and lime green. They're all green, but they're all different shades of green. So all colors have many different types. And the different type of each color is a shade. So we have 3 different shades of green here. And here are 2 different shades of red. Bright red and maroon. They're very different from each other, but they're both red. 2 shades of red. But how about the adjective form? Shadowy and shady. If we say somewhere shadowy, it sounds as if it's a dark place with lots of shadows, and it might feel a little bit scary. So usually it's somewhere at night with dark shadows that we're not sure what they are. A little bit of a scary place, a shadowy place at night. Shady is probably in the daytime where there's shade from the sun. But there's a second meaning for shady, and that means dangerous or scary. So most places in Japan are very safe. But I can think of 2 places that I felt were a little bit dangerous. Kabukicho in Tokyo feels a little bit dangerous, and there's some dangerous people there. For a short time in Osaka, I lived in Juso, and that's a little bit of a dangerous place as well. For that kind of place that feels dangerous or might be dangerous, we say shady. It's a shady area or a shady place. And also we can say it's about a person. If we think a person is a little bit dangerous or maybe a criminal, we can say they're a shady person. So shady can have a negative meaning about being scary or bad or maybe criminal. So sometimes you'll hear shady used in that way. So there are many ways to use the words shadow, shadowy, shade and shady. So please practice, please try using them. もしこのビデオが気に入ったらいいねをお願いします。Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.